Starting in 3, 2, 1. Hello, mis cielitos, and welcome back. Coco is here with Moon, and we are continuing Ace Attorney, Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright. Something's still not quite right, though.
Got that right, Maya.
If the sound of silver bells makes people pass out, why don't the shades pass out too?
Although the effect of the substance in the groundwater is powerful, it does not last long.
Convenient.
Convenient! The condition will vanish after a day or so without drinking that water. Oh, convenient. Roofied water.
Look, writers, just because you lampshade it doesn't make it any less stupid.
I am certain that the writers that were from Layton did not lampshade it, but the Phoenix writers were like, you have to know that this is actually ridiculous. And we've had a parrot testify.
The Phoenix writers are like, maybe we do a little bit too much, and then after this entire project, they just come out feeling real good about themselves.
That's exactly right, though. I would. It's the same thing where it's like, I was thinking about some book, actually, like, where it was like, oh, right, that's what I was thinking about. I was thinking about how I still kind of want to make my childhood, like, writing a thing, like, from when I was a preteen, and the main character's name is Anime. But then I thought about it, and it's like, literally, fucking Toriyama named one of a whole family of characters after underwear.
Oh, underwear too,
food.
yeah.
Yeah, so I shouldn't feel bad.
For it. I just got myself the most gratuitous shit started on RPing, and I'm like, yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna have fun.
No cringe, only satisfaction.
Cringe is dead.
That's convenient.
I am cringe friend.
No, I'm cringe friend.
Wait, if I'm cringe friend and you're cringe friend, then who's cringe foe?
Kia.
Kia.
But that's because he's cringe friend as well, but he likes to say cursed shit.
Oh.
We have rotational privileges of cringe foe.
Mm-hmm. You know what? That works.
Yeah. Currently, Kia is cringe foe. That substance's effects aren't limited to humans. Well, I'm sure it just actually kills dogs, though. It can also affect plants to a great extent. I don't get it.
Plants are affected by it.
Our research was focused on the plants rather than the humans. It sounds fake. Is that why there's those fucked up vines in the forest? This substance enables the manipulation of people's minds, and that is what Labrellum is researching.
Hold it!
That sounds really scary. Just what is this about? The substance enters the groundwater, affecting organisms that consume it.
People who drink it daily acquire that odd condition. They fall unconscious upon hearing the sound of silver metal.
Yes. Although, substance in the groundwater also has a tremendous effect on plants. Wildflowers in this area contain a certain poison. Upon my beard! Poison? This poison doesn't harm the body. It has the effect of manipulating the mind. So it brainwashes people. I've been writing this story for 10 years.
The title of the story is Historia Labyrinthia.
The ink I used to write it was made from those plants.
Oh, Nick! Do you remember how funny the ink smelled?
No. Because this is nonsense. That was the gas released when the ink evaporates. That makes no fucking... You shut the fuck up. Makes no fucking sense.
What?
Yeah, it makes no fucking sense, Maya. Those that inhale the gas become extremely susceptible to suggestion, such as telling y'all that you were bakers.
You mean brainwashing?
They will believe anything they are told, or anything they read, however strange or unrealistic. I mean, that's just the internet, but, you know.
Yeah.
It will be imprinted into their minds as the truth.
So, that was the true purpose of the parades. Yeah?
I think I just cracked the code. He's not real. He's a robot, because he's got teeth mouth on the top of his head instead of that being his fucked up hair part. It just looks like a pointy teeth mouth from a robot.
Alright, I gotta... the fucking
point of the
parade
parade
is... Pages of the story written in that special ink were regularly distributed among the townspeople. That lady looks like she's having a ball. It's kind of
cute. Yeah,
she's
she's having a great time.
It was done so that everyone would be in a state of hypnosis.
Indeed. Yeah, and when he leaned over, it's super apparent that it looks like a robot mouth. Like one of those killer robot mouths from like the 80s cartoons.
Yeah, it's because of the part. Since it has the zigzag part, yeah, I get what I see it. I see it.
His hair is like a Yu-Gi-Oh nightmare, except for it's not multicolored. Your creation of a fully controlled town, with the inhabitants subject to long-term hypnosis. Dude, you are so going to jail. I'm gonna beat you up. That was one of the topics of our research. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you need to go to jail right now.
Yep. Doesn't matter if they agreed to it. Something like this,
This is large-scale, like, narcotics usage, like,
the UN is gonna be on your ass.
Yeah, like, that's fucked. Hold on a second.
Like, suddenly somewhere Francisca, who is part of Interpol, like, her hand just starts twitching violently. She's like, I have someone to whip!
Wait, Francisca's part of Interpol?
Yep.
When did that happen? She's moving up in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And then, the story that was written in the Historia Labyrinthia.
You could call it a self-fulfilling prophecy, realized through the shade's work and the hypnotic effects of the ink vapors.
Is that how it was all this time? Librellum used hypnosis to control all these people. I can't believe that the government was supporting that. You can't? You can't, Feeny? You're a lawyer! This experiment began 10 years ago. The townsfolk all became test subjects. See, I don't think those people signed off on that. I don't think anybody signed off on this. I think that this corporation and the United Kingdom were just like, yeah, fuck these people in particular. All the people subjected to this experiment have been living here all this time? No, we started with just a few people, gradually getting more and more. Yeah, this is not above board, even in the slightest.
I must say that I'm afraid of what the answer to this question might be. But where did these people come from? You haven't resorted to abduction by any chance, have you? Look at his angy little beans.
Just the slightest slant to make him angry. Of course not, he says, lying through his teeth.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
Every test subject has signed a contract with Librellum. Even the children who can't consent.
Right?
Sorry, I don't fucking buy it. Also, Phoenix Wright and Maya? No,
right?
they didn't. Neither did Professor Layton. Or Luke, who was also a child. A contract to have their memories erased and be used like pawns in a story? Yeah, go to jail right now. The current inhabitants of this town have one thing in common. They were all dissatisfied with their lives and wanted to start anew, forgetting about their mistakes, forsaking unwanted identities.
Like,
See,
I personally, yeah, sure, I might sign up for this because reasons. Still doesn't make it legal or moral.
And there's still children here.
Yep.
Several children who are definitely under the age of 10. So, like, it's not even... These children either were born here or you abducted them. Nah, man. If everybody was a fucking adult, it would be like, okay, whatever, fine. Fine! I guess I'll buy it, but I don't buy it. No. There are more people like that out there than you might think. Yeah, well, why don't you brainwash yourself, you dumb dickhead? They have all agreed to participate in our research, including these infants I stole. That's insane. Miles Edgeworth chooses death. You find him here, and you're like, what the fuck?
Oh my god. Oh god, I would have loved if they just had a small Easter egg where Edgeworth appears in the background in one spot, just during one very particular part in the game.
I went and looked up concept art of this. I fucking looked for concept art of this a long time ago, and I found that they had considered putting both Larry and Edgeworth into this game.
Oh,
I'm sure it was before this. I'm sure it's before the premise of this game came circle to this part, but like, I think at one point it was actually sincere in that it was like a mystical realm. So like,
stuck with that. God damn it!
Right? Right?
It's so good. Because like everything up until this whole revelation is so good.
Yeah. Yeah. And Layton people had to come in and be like, actually. By the way. Well, actually, by the way, it's all by science and immoral human testing. Because they wanted to test on plants? Yeah, and then the Phoenix team are like, huh?
Yeah, okay.
And then they're like, don't worry about it, the game's already shipped. And they're like,
The only reason they agreed to this was because of their bomb-ass music.
Right? Level 5 music, fucking delicious. Isn't it? Okay, no, I've read that part. In return, they subject themselves to hypnosis and live in this town as our test subjects. Also, the guy who is seemingly, like, on the level about this town, you know, the doctor guy?
The alchemist?
Like, he was friends with the storyteller. Dude was probably in on it, and then he kills himself. Like, perhaps somebody did not think the human trials were, correct. Perhaps. Or thought that once people found out that they would be in trouble. In order for this project to be possible, we suppress their memories of the past, including the memory of signing the contract. Huh? Mm-hmm. Huh? Mm-hmm. Huh? Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. So ultimately, they don't consent. Because you deleted the memory of consent. Fucking stupid ass. What the fuck? I'm mad about it. I couldn't agree more. I've got no idea what's going on. Bless you, Judge. Let me make this clear, Mr. Wright. We do not erase their memories. We suppress them. Bull-hacky. They will regain their memories of life before Labyrinthia, once their contract is over. I don't buy that for a minute. They'll be comatose or some shit.
Oh, this place was uninhabited before you started this research 10 years ago.
And you've managed to keep everyone in a state of hypnosis for 10 years straight? How are their brains not melted?
Can you really hypnotize someone for that long? I mean, 10 years is one heck of a long time.
It was achieved through the distribution of the story during parades. Yeah, I don't think so. I think people would eventually become immune to whatever you're doing to them, for instance. The ink vapors have a powerful effect, but it wouldn't last 10 years, of course. It has to be continually dosed. And also, I gave them meth! With each parade, the effect was renewed. That's why the parades took place at regular intervals. There were a couple that induced Mpreg. That was a complicated one.
What if someone was just like, I don't feel like going to the parade today?
Right? What if someone's sick in bed? What do you do?
They just sneak in at night and shove, like, a cloth
You know
in
what?
their
They
nose.
might. Everything is extremely irreverent, extremely not legal, so... That was the true purpose of that event. So fucking weird. You're weird! Weird and you don't make a goddamn lick of sense. No, you weren't. Don't you Why are you lying? I have been born and raised here. It was a poor, small town with no industry to speak of, that had fallen behind the times. Ever since I was a child, I had one friend that was especially close to me. He was a bright boy, curious about the world. His name was Newton Belduke. Sir Newton Belduke! The Alchemist! That was a cool picture.
So they were childhood friends. The plot thickens.
He had always been interested in the unique natural features of this land. There was really nothing here, but to us this area was an exciting place worth exploring. And one day we made an astonishing discovery on the outskirts of town. We stumbled upon the entrance to the underground caverns leading to the colossal ruins. Okay, so the ruins are real. Whoa! Look at that, Newton! This is so amazing! This strange writing. I've never seen anything like it before. I lost my English accent in an accident!
I was gonna be like, Luke?
No, but I realized that he's British, and it was like... I realized that he's British, technically, and it was like, I've not been giving him a British accent in the slightest, and so, since I can only do one child voice...
Can't believe Luke is the storyteller. Didn't see that one coming.
I can't believe this is a... I can't believe this is a closed time loop. We found ancient writings in the ruins. Newton managed to decode some of them. They were left by the Aztecs! According to our findings, a highly advanced culture had existed on the land where our little town was built.
Can't believe it's curses people.
Oh, you think aliens? Yeah, well, it's not curses people. Curses people have no culture to speak of. They do and eat. They do nothing else. Eat and store data. Some great calamity. Great calamity! Are we on Eorzea? Some great calamity had befallen the natives, and they migrated elsewhere. They believed that the plants and water in that area were cursed. by an entity they called the Great Witch Bazella. Natives sealed the curse within the ruins and left in search of a new home. That is all that we managed to decipher. Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna, like, find, like, whatever poison you've been poisoning everybody with the entire time. Gazella's curse.
It was sealed in the ruins, you say. Would that be the Bell of Ruin?
The Bell. Ruin.
Oh, that's the bell from the bell tower. I wonder why it's got an ominous name like that.
Regrettably, we couldn't get any further information from the writings at the time. Needless to say, Newton and I were very excited about the discovery. Oh wow, you looked like a normal child fucked up.
I knew it! This place is special. It has some kind of mysterious power. If we could find out what it is, a humble town would become famous.
Are you guys dressed like you're from the 18th century?
You know what? I'm gonna do that. I'll unravel the mystery of this place.
I like how Belduke has no input. And so, Newton began studying the indigenous plants and substances dissolved in the groundwater. On the other hand, I studied economics and management at the university in London. Because I'm a capitalist.
Scariest thing
I
in
dreamed
this
of bringing...
game so far.
What?
Scariest thing in this game so far.
Yeah! I dreamed of bringing prosperity to this poor, forgotten town. I wanted to change it for the better with my own hands. And doing human experimentation was the answer?
Obviously. Duh.
Obviously. Meanwhile, Newton had succeeded at extracting a new anesthetic from the local plants.
Was that the anesthetic which led to the foundation of Labrellum?
Yes, it was a huge success for Labrellum Inc., and before we knew it, we were making a fortune. We wanted the whole world to hear about our hometown. We could have built a fucking theme park, literally anything else. Alas, fate was not kind to us, as we never realized that dream. Everyone in our town had died. All the townspeople perished. Just what on earth happened to them? We killed them in the trials.
Yeah, that was a lot of trials we had to go through.
That does not matter anymore. Oh, so you're full of shit. You purchased the environs of our town, the mountains, the lake, the plains, everything. Then, 10 years ago, having received financial support from the government, we started Project Labyrinthia. It was much smaller in the beginning. Started as no more than a village. Over the course of 10 years, it slowly grew into a town. The population increased as well.
More people were signing the contract with Labrellum, slowly increasing the number of inhabitants, correct?
Yes, they would sign the contract, be hypnotized and assigned a role, and be introduced to the world of the story. How many people were born in this town, sir? I have spoken at length. Thank you for patiently listening to my tale. Bezella is the name of a witch from an ancient legend that we read about in the ruins. It is a fictional character. She does not exist. I want her to appear right now and blaze your ass. But then magic and witches. Magic is just an illusion, and there are no witches.
Alright, so it was all fake. That doesn't make it much better. Why did you write a story where people get killed with magic and witches are thrown into the fire? You could have made it a peaceful, pleasant world where everybody would be happy. I mean, still fucked up. I don't know if that's much better,
Still
honestly.
fucked up. It's all very fucked up.
Yeah.
The premise, Maya is correct. Why did you make a world of weird strife and villainy? What's the point? No, that was not possible, because I'm a shit-tier writer.
But why? Get good.
Literally, get good at writing slice of life, fucking weirdo.
Yes.
This is a research facility, after all. We're researching ways to completely control human beings.
Oh, that's
Yes,
yeah,
and
that's
again-
great.
Again, war crimes. Test subjects need to be exposed to extreme situations, so we decided on a fantasy setting. We wouldn't have got funding from the government otherwise. In other words, we're running a business. Yeah, no fucking shit! Oh my god! And just what instructions do you give to the people you hypnotize? You don't give each of them a full set of memories of their whole fictional life, do you? No, it is much more simple than that. We only give them 2 pieces of information. First one, they were born in this town. And the second was their new occupation. Then they fill in the gaps themselves, without being aware of it. The human mind requires a consistent story of one's life. Which means, of course, no Labyrinthian has memories from earlier than 10 years ago. No one has any memories from before they came to Labyrinthia. What? What are you saying?
That's
It's
a
all
one big lie.
Oh, I thought that was the Judge Whips.
I
Go on.
am who I am. But can you remember your childhood? I can't. Well, that's true. I can't remember. Even my parents.
No way! I can't recall my own mother's face! As you can hear, no one can remember their real past. There are no exceptions. Oh, wait a second. No exceptions. I smell a contradiction here.
Huh. It seems Mr. Wright, too, has noticed it now.
What are you talking about, Layton? Mr. Cantabella, you've just testified that not a single citizen of this town remembers anything from more than 10 years ago. Yes, that is the truth. Now, that's a strange assertion, especially coming from you. What? What do you mean? There is one person in this town who remembers what happened more than 10 years ago. That cannot be. It is impossible. I mean, are we talking about aside from him?
Mm-hmm.
They must be merely imagining things now. I mean, your daughter certainly remembers you, so...
Mr. Wright, please enlighten us all. Who is this person that remembers their past? Cat.
Yes, the cat, obviously. Bella Cantabella.
Precisely, Mr. Wright. That person is none other than Aspella Cantabella.
What? That's impossible!
It's true, Dad! I remember it clearly as if it happened yesterday. The legendary fire.
No! That's impossible! That's just your imagination, Aspella.
No, it's not! I couldn't remember it before, but it all came back to me because I'm Bazella.
No! No, no, no! Aspella, there are no witches. That fire, it was just a bad dream.
The Inquisition would like to call Aspella Cantabella to testify.
Oh, what?
Regardless of whether Miss Cantabella is Bazella or not. Her memories may contain valuable clues.
Yes, that may be so. No, wait! I don't agree to this! This trial is over, Your Honor.
Objection.
You seem to be forgetting something, Mr. Cantabella. Your story has ended. You are no longer in control. Yeah, you fucking tell him, yeah!
You fucked!
You are merely one of the characters. And this is also why we will not cease seeking the truth until we find it.
Yeah. Defense, what is your opinion on this? Aspella keeps insisting that she's the witch Bazella. As her attorney, I should refuse to let her speak to the court. But what's really important now is finding the truth, just as Layton said. Also, no one's in risk of being murdered here.
Right.
So.
So yeah,
There's only one way
taking her out of that long ago.
Yeah, like it's pretty weird that she's still up there. There's only one way to proceed with this trial. And that's by questioning Miss Cantabella about her memories. In that case, the court summons Aspella Cantabella as a witness. Attendants! Bring the accused to the witness stand.
And with that, we will end this episode right here. Thank you, lovelies, for joining us, and as always, please take care of yourselves and each other. Toodaloo!
Bye-bye!